Good morning, students. How are you? I think all are fine. So take care of your health. So say your prayer. Thank you. நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்லாசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Okay, students. So take your social science book and come to page number 204. We are discussing about biosphere. So the life supporting layer of earth. In today's class we will discuss about biome. So biome means nothing but geographical area where all plants and animals are found collectively. So biome nothing but geographical area, geographical region where plants and animals are found together. Okay, so nothing but it is the total assemblage of plant and animal interacting with each other in a particular area. Okay, so that is the biome. So today's class we will discuss about biome. So how are biome classified, then the factors that determine the biome, and also the plants and animals found in the particular region of biome. So we will discuss about biomes. Okay, so just to recall what we discussed in our previous class. So previous class we discussed about biosphere. That is what is meant by biosphere. So the biosphere is the fourth sphere of earth, which is the life supporting layer. Then we discussed about where the living organisms found in the earth. So approximately 20 kilometer. So the vertical range of the biosphere is approximately 20 kilometer. So which we discussed in our previous class. Then we discussed about ecosystem. What do you mean by ecosystem? It is a community where all living organisms live and interact with one another, and also with the non-living factors. Then the components of ecosystem. So what are the three basic components of ecosystem? Abiotic, biotic, then energy. So abiotic means it includes non-living, inorganic, physical and chemical factors. Then biotic components, which includes living species. So it can be further classified into three categories. What are they? Producers, consumers, then decomposers. So consumers also further classified as primary, secondary, tertiary. So producers, so they are, so they can prepare their own food. So they are called as autotrophs. So consumers and decomposers, so they can't prepare their own food. So they depend on other matter for their energy production. Then energy component. So the basic ultimate source of energy for the biosphere is the sun. So sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living things. Then functions of ecosystem. So we discussed about the functions. That is, so the living organisms interact with each other. So the flow of energy. So energy flow from different sources. Okay, so different organisms. So that is, it starts from sun. So sun is the ultimate source of energy. So from sun, so the energy is transferred to the plants, producers, then to the consumers, and also to the decomposers. Then we discussed about food chain and food web. Then finally about biodiversity. So biodiversity means, so it refers to the wide variety of living organisms living in a habitat. Then we discussed about the loss of biodiversity. So because of human and natural influences, so there is a loss of biodiversity. So there is a extinction of species. Okay, so a healthy ecosystem, so provide clean water, pure water, enriched soil, food, raw materials, and medicines, etc. So biodiversity. So a stable biosphere is necessary. Okay, so this thing only we have discussed. So first ecosystem, then the components of ecosystem, then the functions of ecosystem, then finally about biodiversity and loss of biodiversity. So today we will discuss about a biome. So a biome is a geographically extensive ecosystem where all flora and fauna are found collectively. Biome is a geographically extensive ecosystem where all flora and fauna are found together, found collectively. It is the total assemblage of plant and animal life interacting within the biosphere. So biome, so nothing but geographical area where all plants and animals are found together. So they are interact with the biosphere. So these plants and animals interact with the habitat. Yeah. So biomes are defined by abiotic factors. Yeah. So how can a biome so determined? Yeah. It can be determined by abiotic factors like relief, climate, soil, and vegetation. So based on the nature of the soil, based on the vegetation, based on the climate, you can see plants and animals in the particular region. Yeah. So these biomes are classified into two types. Yeah. So two broad categories: terrestrial biome, then aquatic biome. So terrestrial means land biome. Aquatic means water biome. Yeah, so biome is a geographically extensive ecosystem where all flora and fauna, so flora that is plants, fauna, animals are found collectively. It is the total assemblage of plant and animal life interacting within the biosphere. Then the nature of the biome is determined by the abiotic factors like relief, climate, soil, and vegetation. So further, the biomes are classified into two categories: terrestrial biome, then aquatic biome. First, terrestrial biome. So terrestrial biome is a group of living organisms that live and interact with one another on land. So terrestrial biome is a group of organisms. So group of living organisms, maybe plant and animals. So it includes both plants and animals. So they live and interact with one another. So they live and interact with one another on land. So the terrestrial biome, so they are mainly determined by temperature and rainfall. So based on temperature and rainfall, so they are classified. So some of the major terrestrial biomes of the world are tropical forest biome, tropical savanna biome, desert biome, temperate grassland biome, then tundra biome. So tropical forest, tropical savanna, desert, temperate grassland, tundra. So tropical means so almost they are located near to equator line. So tropical region, so they are located near to equator line. So desert, you can see in tropical region and also in temperate region. So temperate, so the region lies between polar region then tropical region. So they are called as temperate region. So here so the climate condition vary. So already you learned in atmosphere. So the climate condition vary from region to region. So based on the climate, so these biomes exist. So there the living species exist. So we will discuss one by one. So terrestrial biome. So tropical forest biome, tropical savanna biome, desert biome, temperate grassland biome, then tundra biome. So terrestrial biome. So nothing but group of living organisms that live and interact with one another on land. So first, tropical forest biome. So the tropical forest biome is comprised of several subbiomes. So they are further classified as evergreen rainforest. So evergreen rainforest means here the trees are always green. So because they never shed their leaves. So here the trees are always green. Seasonal deciduous forest. So seasonal deciduous means here during the rainy season only the trees are green. So during summer season they shed their leaf. So during that time, so they look like dry forest. So seasonal deciduous forest. Tropical forest, so comprised of several subbiomes which include evergreen rainforest, seasonal deciduous forest, etc. So they have the tropical forest have the highest biodiversity and primary productivity of any of the terrestrial biome. So they have the highest biodiversity. So that means they have more number of living organisms. So when compared to other terrestrial biomes, so these tropical forests have more number of living organisms and primary productivity. So they have more production. That means they have more number of trees. So they have more number of trees and animals. So they help. So they supply raw materials for the human beings. So they supply raw materials. So the forest based raw materials we get mostly from the tropical rainforest only. So tropical forest only. So the Amazon basin. So Amazon basin, so which is in South America. So South America continent in the northern part of South America. So Amazon, that is in Brazil country. Then Congo, so which is in Africa. Then Indonesian island, so that is in Asia. So you can see Indonesia in the southeast. So these are the major regions of tropical forest biome. So these regions have very dense forest. So because they have plenty of water, so they have plenty of rainfall and also sun rays fall mostly vertically in this region. So because of the availability of sun rays and also the rainfall, here the trees and other forest vegetation and the forest cover grow well. So that's why they have very dense forest and they have great economic importance. So because of the dense forest, they have great economic importance. So human settlements are found scattered here. So human settlements in this region. So because so they have dense forest. So it is very difficult for human being to settle here. So you can see human settlements as scattered. So they sustain their livelihood. So they live. So their life through food gathering, fishing, lumbering, and shifting cultivation. So the people in this region run their life through food gathering, fishing, lumbering. So lumbering means rearing of animals, rearing of cattle, and practicing shifting cultivation. So shifting cultivation means they move from place to place while practicing agriculture. So if they practice agriculture in one region means if the fertility of the soil get decline, they leave that place and move to another place, and find a new place. So that is shifting cultivation. So due to the humid nature of this biome, the people get afflicted to tropical disease. So because of the humid climate. So because of the wet climate, so here the people get affected with the tropical diseases like malaria, yellow fever, etc. Then the chief trees found here are rubber, bamboo, ebony, etc. So the chief trees found here are rubber, bamboo, ebony, etc. Then the animals and birds found here are bats, pheasant, jaguars, elephant, monkey, etc. So birds and animals found here are bats, pheasant, jaguars, elephant, monkey, etc. So this is the tropical forest biome. So you can see this region. So this type of forest almost between the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. So almost along the line of equator. So along the equatorial region, you can find this tropical forest. Then tropical savanna, so grassland biome. So tropical forest, you can see more number of trees, so dense forest trees. But here grassland, tropical savanna. So tropical grassland are generally found between tropical forest and desert. So tropical savanna, so that is grassland biome. So they are generally found between tropical forest and desert. So tropical savanna biomes are found between 10 degree to 20 degree north and south latitude. So tropical savanna biomes are found between 10 degree to 20 degree north and south latitude. So these grassland are generally flat and are found in the Sahel, that is south of Sahara in East Africa and in Australia. So in 8th standard you learned about Sahel. So while studying about the continents, so Africa, so you studied about Sahel. Can you remember that? To the south of Africa, that is to the south of Sahara in East Africa, you can find the region called Sahel. And also in Australia. So this biome is generally hot and dry and experiences moderate to low rainfall. So this region is normally hot and dry because they are mostly located between forest and desert region. So this region, so climate is hot and dry. So and they have a rainfall between moderate to low. So here the grass, so which grow here are tall and sharp. The grasses grow here are tall and sharp. So here the chief occupation of the people found here is herding. So herding, what do you mean by herding? So keep or look after animals. So the chief occupation of the people, so they keep or look after animals. So the grassland animals. So the primitive people living here are nomadic. So nomadic means so people move from place to place. So the common animals found here are lion, leopard, tiger, deer, zebra, giraffe, etc. So the common animals found here are lion, leopard, tiger, deer, zebra, giraffe, etc. So in TV channels like National Geography, Discovery Channel, you can see so lion and tiger. So they are hunting so deer and giraffe in grassland only. So do they seen in dense forest? So can you see these animals in dense forest? No. So mostly they are seen in grassland. So because deer, zebra, giraffe, so they need grass. So they are mostly seen in this land only. So these animals, so lion, leopard, tiger, deer, zebra, giraffe, etc., they are found in grassland region. So flora such as Rhodes grass, red Rhodes grass, lemon grass, etc., are found in this biome. So tropical savanna grassland biome. So they are found in between the region, so 10 degree to 23 degree north and south latitude. That is between tropical forest and tropical desert. Yeah, so they are found in the south of Sahara and also in Australia. So they are generally hot and dry and experiences moderate to low rainfall. Yeah, so the people here followed herding. Yeah, so they practice the herding process. Yeah, so the primitive people living here are nomadic. That is, they move from place to place along with their animals. Yeah, so the common animals found here are lion, leopard, tiger, and also deer, zebra, giraffe, etc. Yeah, then the flora such as Rhodes grass, red oats grass, lemongrass, etc. are found in this biome. Yeah, so tropical forest, then tropical savanna biomes. Then desert biomes. So deserts are usually found on the western margins of the continent between 20 degree and 30 degree north and south latitude. So deserts, so they are found on the western margins of the continent. So you can see in the map. Yeah, so most of the desert region are on the western side of the continents. Yeah, so America, North America, South America, Africa, Asia. So most of the desert biomes, so they are seen in the western margin. Yeah, so that is between the 20 degree and 30 degree north and south latitude. Yeah, the annual rainfall here is less than 25 centimeter. Yeah, so the annual rainfall is less than 25 centimeter. So because of the lack of rainfall and arid condition, that is the desert condition, these regions do not possess any vegetation. Yeah, so because of the lack of rainfall and desert condition, so this region do not support any vegetation. Yeah, but they have special type of vegetation called as xerophytes. So xerophytes, what do you mean by xerophytes? Yeah, the plants which grow with low amount of water but can withstand high temperature. So they are called as xerophytes. Yeah, so as the soil is sandy and saline, so saline, so salt content is more. So desert remain agriculturally unproductive. So the salt is sandy. Yeah, so and saline. So deserts. So big, and also it does not support vegetation. So agriculture is not possible. Yeah. So drought resistant crops like scrub, bushes, palms are found here. So drought resistant thorny scrub, bushes, palms are found here. Yeah. So tribal people, so who lived in this region, practice food gathering and hunting. So food gathering and hunting. So the main occupation of the desert biome people. Yeah. So they move their temporary settlement frequently in search of pasture. So pasture, yeah, so the food for their cattle. Yeah, so they move their temporary settlements frequently in search of pasture. Yeah, so transportation became very difficult here. So because the soil is sandy, yeah, so transport became very difficult. Yeah, and also climate is very hot. So transportation is carried on by the camels. So transportation is carried by camels. So apart from that, reptiles like snakes, lizards, scorpions, etc. are most commonly found here. So reptiles like snakes, lizards, scorpions, etc. are found in this region. So desert biome. So they are found on the western margin of the continents between 20 degree and 30 degree north and south latitude. So rainfall is less, temperature is more, so vegetation is not seen here, but a special type of vegetation, xerophytes, is seen here. Since the soil is sandy and saline, so agriculture is also not possible. So you can see the drought resistant vegetation. So drought resistant vegetation like scrubs, bushes, palms. Then so the people here practice food gathering and hunting. So they move their settlements often. So they use camel for transport. So the tribal people in the desert region use camel for transport. So apart from that, so reptiles like snakes, lizards, scorpions, etc. are most commonly found in this region. Then the temperate grassland biome. So we discussed about tropical forest, tropical savanna, then desert. So tropical forest almost located in the equatorial region. So tropical savanna biomes, so found between 10 degree to 20 degree north and south latitude. Desert biome 20 degree to 30 degree north and south latitude. Then temperate biome. So temperate grassland are found in the interior of the continent and are characterized by large seasonal temperature variation with warm summer and cold winter. So temperate grassland usually found in the interior of the continent. So interior of the continent you can found temperate grassland. So they are characterized by large seasonal temperature variation. So with warm summer, so the seasonal variation is very long. So they have very warm summer, and at the same time winter is very cold. So summer is very warm, so very hot. Winter very cold. So the type of grassland in this region strongly depends upon precipitation. So precipitation means, so the what do you mean by precipitation in science? So transfer of solid to liquid is precipitation. So the water so get evaporated and forms cloud. So how they return back to earth? So it comes in different form. So it may come as rain, it come as snow, it come as sleet. So already we have discussed it in third lesson. No. So the type of grassland in this region strongly depend upon precipitation. Higher precipitation leads to tall and soft grass, and lower precipitation leads to short and soft grass. So higher precipitation leads to tall and soft grass, and lower precipitation leads to short and soft grass. So this region favor wheat cultivation. So temperate grassland support wheat cultivation. So extensive mechanized agriculture is practiced due to lack of farm labor. So here, so most of the farming practice is done with the help of machines. So because of the lack of farm labor, so because of the absence of laborers for farming, pastoral industry becomes main occupation, so thereby facilitating slaughtering of animals. Slaughtering means so killing of animals for our needs. Then packing of raw and processed meat, dairy products, etc. So the common birds and animals are grasshopper, wolf, bison, prairie dog, etc. So temperate grassland biome, so they are found in the interior of the continents and are characterized by large seasonal temperature variation, so with warm summer and cold winter. So this type of grassland in this region strongly depend upon precipitation. So higher precipitation, so tall and soft grass. Lower precipitation, short and soft grass. So this region favor wheat cultivation. But here, so the farmers so use machines. So mechanized farming is followed in this region. So because of the lack of, so due to lack of farm labors, so the labors is very short. So the lack of labors. So here the farmers used machines for agriculture practice. So pastoral industry becomes the main occupation, thereby facilitating slaughtering of animals, packing of raw and processed meat, dairy products, etc. So the common birds and animals found here are grasshopper, wolf, bison, prairie dog, etc. Then the last land form, so land biomes. So tundra biomes. So these vast land are found where the ground remains frozen. So the temperature is very low. So tundra biomes, they are found where the ground remains frozen. So that is in the polar region. So Greenland, Arctic and Antarctic and the northern part of Asia, Canada, Europe fall in this biome. So the northern and the southern region of the earth. So where the temperature is very low, so where the temperature remains freeze. You can see the tundra biome. So Greenland, Arctic and Antarctic region, northern part of Asia, Canada and Europe, so fall in this biome. So this region are also called as barren island. So this region are also called as barren land. So barren means too poor to produce any vegetation. So like desert, here also vegetation is not possible. So this biome experiences long severe winter and short cool summer. So tundra biome experiences a long severe winter and short cool summer. So due to the prevailing of low temperature and short growing seasons, the net primary productivity is very low in tundra. So because of the low temperature, so the net primary productivity is very low in tundra. So people are nomadic, that is they move from place to place. Then hunting and fishing are their major occupation. So hunting and fishing major occupation. So the population here is extremely sparse. So you can't find people here. So very rarely you can see the people. So the population here is extremely sparse and the harsh environment makes them change their settlement frequently. So because the temperature is very harsh, so the environment is very harsh, so the people change their settlement often. So they live in igloo in winter. So you can see in this picture. In winter season, they live in a home. So which was called as igloo. So you can see this type of homes in polar region, so tundra region. So and in tents during summer. So in winter season they live in igloo, and in summer season they live in tent. So Arctic moss, Arctic willow, lichens, etc. are the flora grown here. So fauna like polar bear, wolverine, reindeer, snowy owl are found here. So flora like Arctic moss, Arctic willow, lichens are grown here. So at the same time, animals like polar bear, wolverine, reindeer, snowy owl, etc. are also found here. So tundra biome, which are found in the northern and south pole of the globe. So especially in the Greenland, Arctic, Antarctic. So North America, Asia, Canada. So North America, it includes Canada and Europe. So they are also called as barren island. So people here, so they are nomadics. They move from place to place. So they have, so the temperature of this region is so extremely cool during winter season. And the winter season is very long, and they have a very short summer season. You can also find so flora and fauna. So flora like Arctic moss, Arctic willow, etc. Fauna like polar bear, wolverine, etc. So we have discussed about the terrestrial biome. So that is the land biome. So tropical forest, tropical savanna, desert, temperate grassland, tundra biome. Then aquatic biome. Aquatic biome is a group of living organisms that live and interact with one another and its aquatic environment for nutrient and shelter. So aquatic biomes, that is water. So it is a group of living organisms that live and interact with one another and its aquatic environment. So they live and interact with each other and with aquatic environment such as water. So ocean, rivers and other water regions and other water areas. So for their nutrient and shelter. So like terrestrial biome, aquatic biomes are influenced by a series of abiotic factors. So as like of terrestrial biomes, aquatic biomes are also influenced by a series of abiotic factors, that is non-living factors like temperature, then sunlight, okay, so rainfall, etc. So aquatic biomes is a group of living organisms where they live and interact with one another in the aquatic environment. Okay. So the aquatic biomes are broadly classified as freshwater biome and marine biome. So land biome, so that is terrestrial biome, are classified into 5 types. So what are they? Tropical forest, tropical savanna, desert, temperate grassland, then tundra biome. So as like terrestrial biome, aquatic biomes are classified into 2 types. So freshwater biome, then marine biome. So first, freshwater biome. It comprises lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, wetland, etc. So freshwater biome, it includes lakes, pond, rivers, streams, wetland, etc. That is where you can see fresh water. It is influenced by various abiotic components such as volume of water, water flow, composition of oxygen, temperature, etc. So freshwater biome influenced by various abiotic components such as volume of water. So the total volume of water. Then the water flow, so the flow of water. Then composition of oxygen, that is the availability of oxygen, temperature, etc. So human, so they depend on freshwater biomes for drinking water, crop irrigation, sanitation and industry. So humans, they also depend on freshwater for drinking water, crop irrigation, sanitation and industry. So water lily, lotus, duckweeds, etc. are the common plant found here. So in freshwater biome, you can see plants like water lily, lotus, duckweeds, etc. So animals found here are trout, salmon, turtles, crocodiles, etc. So animals found in freshwater were trout, salmon, turtles, crocodiles, etc. So freshwater biome, which includes lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, wetland, etc. So it is also influenced by abiotic components such as the volume of water, water flow, composition of oxygen, temperature, etc. So human beings, so they depend on freshwater biomes for drinking water, agriculture practice, sanitation, industry, etc. Then marine biome. So they are the largest aquatic biomes on the earth. So marine biome, they are the largest aquatic biomes on the earth. They are continuous bodies of salt water and provide a wide range of habitats for marine plants and animals. So marine biomes, they are continuous body of salt water. So marine means it includes ocean. Yeah. So they provide a wide range of habitats for marine plants and animals. So coral reef, a second kind of marine biomes within the ocean. Yeah, so coral reefs are a second kind of marine biomes within the ocean. So coral reef, so nothing but, so which you can see in the ocean. Yeah, so what is coral reef? So can you remember that coral reef? You have studied in fourth lesson, the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah, so nothing but, so they are built by tiny organisms such as coral polyps. Yeah, so coral reef, so they are nothing but they are built by the coral polyps. Yeah, so yeah, micro level organism. Yeah, estuaries, coastal areas where salt water and freshwater mix form a third unique marine biome. Yeah, so estuaries, coastal areas where salt water and freshwater mix form a third unique marine biome. Yeah. As water provided maximum mobility to marine organisms, nutrients are circulated more quickly and efficiently here than the terrestrial biomes. Yes, as water provided maximum mobility to marine organisms. So water is moving always in this region. So nutrients are circulated more quickly and efficiently when compared to terrestrial biomes. Yeah. Apart from animals, plants such as kelp, algae, phytoplankton, etc. also grow in water. So apart from animals, plants such as kelp, algae, phytoplankton, etc. are also grow in water. Aquatic biomes are not only important for plants and animals but also for human beings. So aquatic biomes is not only important for plants and animals, so but they are important for human beings also. Yeah. So human beings use aquatic biomes for water, food and leisure activities. Yeah, so they use aquatic biomes for water, food and leisure activities. So leisure means so free time activities. So some of the threats and issues to aquatic biomes are overfishing, pollution and a rise in sea level. So some of the threat and issues and problems to aquatic biomes are overfishing, pollution and rise in sea level. So aquatic biomes are, so these are the biomes where living organisms live and interact with one another in the aquatic environment. Okay, so they are classified as freshwater, then marine. So freshwater means it includes so lake, pond, rivers, etc. So marine, it includes the ocean and the seas. Okay, wow. So next to last conservation. Yeah. So the biosphere extends from deep ocean trenches to lush rainforest. So the biosphere extends from deep ocean trenches. So trenches. So what is a trench? Yeah, so in ocean floor we have discussed now. So it is the region, it is the deepest part of earth and to lush rainforest. So people play an important role in maintaining the flow of energy in the biosphere. So people play an important role in the maintaining the flow of energy in the biosphere. At the same time, the primary cause of today's loss of biodiversity is habitat alteration caused by human activities. So nowadays, so the biodiversity is affected more. So because of the human activities, so they often change their habit. So now we are living, so most of the people, so they disturbing the environment. So you know, often hearing in newspapers and magazines that is animals so came into villages. So like animals like tiger, elephant, they enter into human settlement. So why it happens? So because they lost their biodiversity, so because they lost their living places. So the ever increasing population result in over exploitation of biological resources. This has an adverse effect on flora and fauna on earth. So human population is increasing more, so which result in the over exploitation of biological resources. So this has an adverse effect on flora and fauna on earth. So there are places on earth that are both biologically rich and deeply threatened. So there are places on earth so which are biologically rich, so at the same time they are threatened by human activities. So hence it is our duty to conserve and care for the earth and make it a better place to live in. So the earth is not only for human beings, it is also for other living things also. So whatever rights you have in this world to live, the same right is for other animals also even for trees also, they have their right to live in this earth. Yeah, it is our duty, it is humans' duty to take care of this earth. Yeah, so we have to conserve and care the earth and make it a better place to live. Okay, students, today we discussed about biome. So, what is meant by biome? So, geographically extensive ecosystem where all flora and fauna are found collectively. Okay, so, they are classified into two categories: terrestrial biome and aquatic biome. Yeah. So, this map shows the terrestrial biome. Yeah. So, the terrestrial biome of the world. So, tropical forest, tropical savanna, desert, grassland, then tundra biome. Okay, then, so India map. So, this map shows the biosphere reserves of India. So, a biosphere reserve is a special ecosystem or specialized environment with flora and fauna that require protection and nurturing. Yes, a biosphere reserve is a place which require protection. Yeah, so there are totally 18 biosphere reserves in India. Okay, students. So this lesson over. So biosphere. So we have completed the 4 spheres of Earth. So first lithosphere, then atmosphere, then hydrosphere, then this lesson biosphere. Okay, if you have any doubt in this lesson, so please contact me. So take your book. So textbook reading. Take page number 204. A textbook reading. So 204. So read the heading: a tropical forest biome, then tropical savanna biome. So that is textbook reading. Then homework. So take page number 208. So 4th Roman letter. 5th question. Mention the various terrestrial biomes. And also 7th Roman letter, 2nd detail. So first mark the 5th question, 4th Roman letter. Mention the various terrestrial biome. Page number 204. So right hand side, terrestrial biome. So in that, so some of the major terrestrial biomes of the world are, so that is in the 4th line: A tropical forest biome, B tropical savanna biome, C desert biome, D temperate grassland, then E tundra biome. Yeah. Then 7th Roman letter, standard question. Write a paragraph on the functions of an ecosystem. Take page number 203 and 204. So 203. So functions of an ecosystem. So below that food web picture. So the living organisms form and interacting. So starting from that and it end in the next page. So last point, a system of interlocking and interdependent food chain is called food web. So up to that you have to mark it. So this is the answer for sand question. Yeah. So remaining questions I will send you as PDF. Yeah. So write it neatly, and after completing, take a photograph and send it to me. So especially after completing, give reasons and distinguish between. So send it to me. Yeah. So most of the students, you are not sending to me. Yeah. So please try to complete and send it. Okay, so thank you, students. Have a nice day.